Greetings, it's Ian from RTO here. Welcome to Retro Ranking, and we're doing one of those one song from a catalogue of a band. Today it's one from 17 from Iron Maiden. Now, how I work this one out, when I rank these, you know, your favourite tracks are different, but sometimes as time goes on, you change your mind, and this is what this is all about. Some are probably the same, but it's a fresh look at what are my favourite tracks. What I do is quickly go through the album. I actually do this from Spotify because it's a lot easier. Play a little bit of each track, and at the end of the album I'll go, oh, that's the one I really like today. It's a little bit of fun, and it keeps you on your toes. Some are my favourite tracks off the album anyway, which is never going to change. So, today, Iron Maiden. So, the debut album came out in 1980, of course. It's just called Iron Maiden. Some great tracks on here. Prowler, Running Free, and Remember Tomorrow. But it's always going to be Phantom of the Opera. Saw them recently, and they did this, and it was killer. Still a favourite of mine. And it was using an advert, of course, for Lucozade with Davy Thompson back in the 80s. Okay, let's move on to 1981 and Paul Di'Anno's last album, Killers. Adrian Smith's first. What an album. Again, when I saw them in Birmingham, they played the three tracks I mentioned. Rothschild, as always, brilliant. Murders in the Rue Morgue. But the one I love, and I still love today, is Killers. Love the beginning of that. That guitar work from Adrian and Dave is fantastic. Okay, we'll move on to 1982. In comes Bruce Dickinson for the Number of the Beast. Okay, he's got Number of the Beast on and Run to the Hills and Hello Be Thy Name. Yeah, they're great tracks, but overplayed. But I still love The Prisoner. I love the start, that little bit from the series The Prisoner, and I do like the drumming from Clive on this, and the guitar bit in the middle. It's just brilliant. It's one of my favourite tracks by Iron Maiden. Okay, 1983 now. Clive has left. In comes Nico for the Peace of Mind album. What a good album this is. It's raw, it's powerful. The Trooper, the Flight of Icarus. And the song about pulling your curtains together, Revelations. But for me, it's always the historical book, Where Eagles Dare, basically tells the story of the film in about 8 minutes. Brilliant track. Nico's drumming on that, superb. I've always liked that. 1984 then. Power Slave comes out. Aces High, 2 Minutes to Midnight, and Power Slave. But for me, it's the song This Is What Not to Do When Your Bird Shits on You, the rhyme of the ancient America. Classic. Absolute classic song. Okay, we'll move to 1986 and the Somewhere in Time album. Love the cover. Based on Blade Runner. The opening track, Somewhere in Time, is a classic. Wasted Years. Alexander the Great is another super track. But it's Adrian Smith's Stranger in a Strange Land. I love those riffs. It's one of the best songs in the catalogue. Okay, 1988. My favourite Iron Maiden album, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Moonchild, the clairvoyance, the evil man that men do, brilliant. But it's the title track that blows me away, and it's one of my favourite tracks. It's Seventh Son of the Seventh Son itself. Okay, 1990. Adrian's left. In comes Yannick for No Prayer of the Dying. That's not one of my favourite albums. It's got Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter on, which is actually a Bruce Dickinson song that Steve nicked. Holy Smokes, okay. But for me, Tail Gunner, it's just classic Iron Maiden. That's the one I went for on that. Up next, 1992, Fear of the Dark. From Here to Eternity, I like that. Fear of the Dark's okay, but I do love Be Quick or Be Dead. That's a great track. It's powerful and probably the best of that album. Okay, 1999, Bruce has left. In comes Blaze Blazely for the X Factor. There's only one song on there worth talking about, and that's The Sign of the Cross. The rest are just mediocre. Okay, 1998, we've got Virtual 11, and once again, the only thing worth talking about on there is The Klansman. I mean, they've done it. Simon Cross and Klansman, Bruce sings them, and he sings them far better. The M2 albums, they just do nothing for me, I'm afraid. Okay, 2000, the start of a new millennium. Bruce is back, Adrian's back for a bit of Brave New World. It's got a great Wicker Man on it, Blood Brothers, but my favourite track on here is Ghost of the Navigator. It's classic Maiden. You've now got three guitarists. People give it mock Yannick, but Yannick is at the moment contributes to this band so much. Okay, 2003, the most oddest Iron Maiden cover in the catalogue, Dance of Death, Wildest Dreams, No More Lives, but the brilliant Passchendaele tells the story of World War One. Fantastic song. I love these sort of historic songs that Steve does, and Passchendaele is one of the best. 2006, a great underrated album from Iron Maiden, A Matter of Life and Death. Some great tracks on here. These Colours Don't Run is superb. Longest Day is brilliant as well. But for me, it's always been the reincarnation of Benjamin Brieg. I love that. That bass from Steve is brilliant on that. 2010 then, The Final Frontier. Not my favourite album. The tracks are too long. It does nothing. You got Satellite 15s and it's not too bad. The El Dorado is okay, but the one I do like on this one is the Talesman. It's sort of one of the shorter ones. It's not too bad. Okay, 2015. We've got the Book of Souls, another album that's just full of too long tracks that bore me. They really do. I love Iron Maiden, but these long tracks, they're too long. Speed of Light's okay, Tears of the Clown's alright, but I do love When the Rubber Runs Deep. It's a lovely track. Great vocal from Bruce on that. And that leaves us up to the most current album that came out in 2021, Senjutsu. Again, it's not their best. I don't like how they've gone for these long melodic sort of prog metal. As I keep saying, that leave that to Dream Theater. They're the masters. But Strategio Darkest Hour's okay, but I do like the leading single off that, The Writing on the Wall. Love that Spanish feel to it. That's probably the best track on the album. So there we go. That's what my favourite songs at the moment on Iron Maiden's albums. We'll do another one of these in a few weeks' time. We've got a bit of a special one, so looking forward to that. So that's it for today. The sun keeps coming in and out. It's supposed to be 32 degrees today, but at the moment it's quite balmy, calmly, and we've been out for a walk already and it's quite pleasant out there. So have a great day everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow where we've got Marathon Day, and it's a viewer's request, and it's for the band Wire. An excellent band with their sort of alternative look on rock. So bye for now.